Abraham, Moses showed up. And Moses was trying to do it in the flesh. They said, that's a wrong protocol. Go back to the mountain. There was something Abraham saw. There was a being Abraham encountered. There was a dimension Abraham stepped into. And when Jethro, who is of the descendants of Abraham from Keturah, who understood priesthood, saw that Moses had passion, he told him, this thing is beyond passion. Go and encounter Elohim. And the Bible said Moses went to the backside of the wilderness. There he saw a bush burning that was not consumed. And he said, I will turn aside to see this. And suddenly he heard, take off thy sandals. Where you are standing is holy ground. The mortars walk here. Cherubims walk here. Princes of Zion walk here. This is where Elohim dwells. Take off thy sandals. And immediately he followed the new protocol. And they told him, you don't need extra weapon. The staff you have is enough. Drop it. He dropped it. It became a serpent. Pick it by the tail. He picked it. Go. You have been fortified. What is going on here? The man had been changed. In Exodus 7 verse 1, behold, I have made thee a god unto Pharaoh. So there are men who are God over other men. I'm telling you true. That's the lineage we come from. The hidden are not our contemporaries. They are our servants. And the guy showed up and shut down the biggest civilization of his era. He comes to Pharaoh. The Lord of the Hebrews have sent me. Let my people go that they may serve me. Pharaoh thinks it's a joke. Don't worry, you look for me. The next day a plague shows up. And after the 9th plague, Moses showed up and said, you will not see me again. I come here to see you is a privilege. You will never see me again. And true to his words, he was never seen. And when Moses was leaving, can we celebrate those? Suddenly, sir, the visible Shekinah, Exodus 13:21, began to walk with an ordinary man. God was escorting him out of Egypt. And he said the pillar of cloud went after him in the day and the pillar of fire by night. The guy shows up before a sea. There was no canoe. That's what we call an emergency. And he turned to the Lord. They said, why are you turning to me? There is something in your hand. Stretch forth your rod. I'm telling you why you must let the river flow. You carry more than enough for any crisis of life. Stretch forth thy rod. When he stretched the rod, he didn't know what was happening in heaven. See, when what is in you moves, heaven moves. And when he stretched the rod, the Bible said, with a blast of his nostrils, he parted the Red Sea. And over 4 million men walked through on dry ground. And you think that is all? They enter a wilderness. No economic structure. No security structure. How do you sustain 4 million people? They needed water. Speak to the rock. Do rock have ears? As if that is not enough, their clothes didn't tear. Their shoes grew with them. A child of 7 months, they make a shoe. He's 30 years, he's still using the same shoe. Because shoe too has technology of compression and compliance under the glory. That's the heritage we come from. That's why when we tell you our God sustains men, we are not psyching you. There are testimonies in scripture. It said the things that were written aforetime, they were written for our learning. You can trust God, sir. It's not fairy tale. Men have proven his faithfulness. They proved his faithfulness.